can take a nap.
You could take a nap. Yeah.
I love naps. I'm a napper. You are not.
I could be, but I'm always worried something's going to happen while I'm napping. Like I'm going to miss something. I'm always worried that I'm going to like...
Oh, I grew out of that when I was like 13 years old.
Well, now it's like...
I stay napping.
Now it's like work anxiety. Because like if I manage to come home early, I still have to like be on call to like help with stuff. And so it's I can't.
I'm like a house cat.
I currently can't nap. And then on the weekends, I don't want to nap because I don't want to miss my free time. So it's horrible.
It's like so much better than going to bed, napping.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, do it right now.
Well, let's get through this. And then you can.
Hello, everybody. I'm Will.
And I'm Kristen.
And this is So I'm Watching This Show, your twice weekly pop culture podcast where we talk about movies, TV, music, and more. And as always, this is a spoiler show, so you have been warned. We'll probably do a couple minutes before we go into spoilers, so there's that. But, I'm so full of Wawa.
Oh, yeah. There was a lot of Wawa that happened.
Is that a thing? Do people know Wawa?
People on the Eastern Seaboard.
Well, sure, but something made a Wawa joke recently where I thought, "Ooh, is it finally?"
I don't know,
because people know In-N-Out Burger. Yeah. I mean, there's things. So let us know if you're watching or listening. Let us know if Wawa is a thing.
We had the new Wawa burgers.
They're actually pretty good.
Thumbs up. Yeah,
I am kind of obsessed.
Just before we get heat for telling you that it's a delicious burger,
SpawnCon.
It's still from a gas station. But it's pretty good.
It's a convenience mart that sells gas.
Whatever. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good burger.
So, on today's episode, we're going to talk a little bit about the new movie, The Map of Shiny Pretty Things.
Tiny Perfect Things.
What? Oh, what Shiny Pretty Things?
I don't know.
Oh, that's what it's written on.
Nope.
Oh, it's not. The Map of Tiny Perfect Things.
You ever wish that today happened on a different day?
I was just hoping we could talk about your future.
Besides, who knows what they want to be when they're 17?
I do.
Most of life is just junk. And then there's these moments when all the randomness turns into something perfect.
That is disturbingly inspirational.
What if we found them all? All the perfect things, we could collect them.
Like partners? Oh, yeah. So much more time.
She was in Detective Pikachu? I didn't know that.
It was cute. I'll watch it with you. I got Cheetos popcorn during that movie, too.
Doing the Cheetos popcorn.
It's all I want in the world. I want it.
The Map of Tiny Perfect Things is a 2021 American science fiction romantic comedy drama film directed by Ian Samuels from a screenplay by Lev Grossman, who did The Magicians. That's why I liked this.
Yeah, he also wrote the short story, which I read.
Oh, how short is it?
30 pages.
Oh.
Really short.
Was it?
It is, and it's also not, because they had to, because it's only 30 pages, they had to, like, add more, so, like, his buddy's not in it, and it's, like, all very internal in Mark's head, so she's sort of totally outside of the scenario, and she gets more, and he gets more.
In the movie.
I thought the movie was, I don't necessarily think it was better, but it was more.
Yeah.
In a good way.
I loved this. What's not to love?
Yay.
I mean, did you?
I did. I liked it a lot.
I really drug my feet, too. I was watching this, like, minutes before I left to come over here.
I know. I saw your back and forth with who on, someone on Twitter?
Kaylee.
Oh, yeah. Keely, yeah.
Keely.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hi, Keely.
I think it's Keely. I've never actually confirmed with her, so hi.
She's friend of the show. We know who she is. We just don't know her name. We were talking about Kathryn Newton because I'm Kathryn Newton supremacy at this point.
Same.
I think she's fantastic.
She's great.
I was dragging my feet. I don't know why. I don't like having assignments, even if it's something that I'll like. I'm kind of like,
I wasn't sure if you'd like it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Oh, the poster's pretty cool.
I saw the poster and went, oh, I'm going to watch that.
Yeah.
It looked great.
Cool.
He
is so cute.
Holy moly.
He is, when he was wearing that teal baseball shirt, I was
Oh
like,
my God. This
I was like,
seam
I'm going to need 45 minutes.
and the like the capri jeans
yeah.
with the socks pulled all the way up.
Yeah.
I love kids. I love the kids. And for clarity, because apparently you guys correct me all the time, when I say kids, I mean like 17 to 29. I mean the youths.
The young adults. We like
Yes.
the young adults.
I love the kids. I think that the kids stand a chance.
Yeah.
And I just love, because we were kids once. We're not anymore. I used to be with it, and then they changed what it was. Now what I'm with isn't it, and what is it is scary.
We used to be cool. Now we have all these things to pretend like we're cool.
These shiny, pretty things.
Yeah, oh my God, hey! Full circle.
But no, I love seeing, what is different and what stays the same, and like, because this is Gen Z, and they're just like, first of all, I feel like they're smarter than we were. We weren't this smart.
Well, in total fairness, this is Gen Z through the eyes of a Gen Xer. So
when his dad was like, "Don't okay boomer me," and I was like, "You are not a boomer,
no,
sir."
that guy's Gen X. The dad is Gen X because it's the dad from 8th grade.
Mm-hmm. And the House of Yes.
Yes, yeah, that's what we need to do for Thanksgiving this year.
I think they're smarter. I think that they're more, well, they're certainly more tuned in.
Yeah.
And we had all of that like corporate, like TRL buying me, like consumerism bullshit.
Well, it wasn't cool to like things.
Yeah, well, but also, I mean, like Abercrombie and Fitch ruled with an iron fist.
Yeah.
And nowadays, like individuality is in and all that. But no, I really liked them. I like, and of course they're like 25 maybe. Yeah. But
this is also the short story takes place the summer after freshman year of high school. And I was like, literally neither of these people.
They say that they're 17, or he says he's 17, and they're talking about college. Yeah. Oh, he used to have long hair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't love it. I don't love curly hair.
Yeah.
All medium length is good. He's the kid from American Horror Story. Apocalypse in the bunker. Romeo and Juliet.
Oh.
I knew that.
The face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He is a dancer. That is a dancer's body if I've ever.
He's very long. Oh yeah, that'll do it.
He's a ballet dancer. Yeah. Okay. This episode's a mess. Well, I mean, it's fine because I don't have a ton of things to say. It's a Groundhog Day plot, which at this point I guess is just a genre.
Yeah.
I also enjoy when the people, like, they had that word. He had the word Groundhog Day. Mm-hmm. And they were very aware of what they were dealing with. So he is in a time loop, and so I saw Will's review that said it was like if John Green wrote Palm Springs. Yeah. So I was pretty sure I knew what we were dealing with going in. And like Palm Springs, we start off in the middle of the loop, which is nice. Because it's so annoying. I mean, sometimes it's necessary for us, the audience, to witness a character learning the thing. But it's like, in this instance, we go into it knowing. And it's such a frustrating leap of logic.
Yeah.
That it's just nice to not have to watch someone go through the motions.
Where, like, I think it actually works in the movie's favor to have Bill Murray dealing with, like, realizing what's happening.
It also was relatively new at that point.
And it was new at the time. So it's the type of thing where, like, any movie that comes after it where it takes them like weeks to realize, I'm like, come on.
Because the opening credits of this movie is him already
doing
everything, catching the glass, hailing the cab, you know what I mean? It's like him doing all the things. And a lot of times these, like even Happy Death Day, which I loved, but it took a good 30 minutes to get to that place. But I also think it's because, like Palm Springs, he's not alone in this loop. And that was fascinating. Borderline scary, actually, when she like walked through.
Yeah. And she got the beach ball.
Did you like it?
I did. I liked it a lot. Yeah. It was I understand what Will's issue is, where he basically was like, if Palm Springs didn't come out last year, I would have been a little more inclined to it. But Palm Springs was just like, I agree.
I would imagine they were probably in production at the same time, though.
He also wrote this story several years ago. So he like did that. But I think Palm Springs is an objectively better movie, but
It's a more serious, like a more real movie.
Well, I also have like such a higher tolerance for YA stuff. So yeah, no, I just liked it. And I'm with you on Kathryn Newton. I think she's just
that character
great.
could have been a little obnoxious.
Yeah.
Like, and she
could have come off as like a manic pixie dream girl, and she doesn't, which I think blessedly by the grace of Kathryn Newton alone. So at the end of the book itself, or the story is like technically like 52 pages long on like the Barnes & Noble app. The majority of the end of it is just like an afterword by Lev Grossman. And he basically said his main inspiration for this, it was, spoiler alert for Edge of Tomorrow, when they're in the barn with the helicopter. He remembered watching Edge of Tomorrow and being like, wow, that scene is so cool, because like he knows what's happening, and he's keeps on having to tell her the same thing in this weird same place, and it's such a like a kind of moment of like peace for the movie when they're just like trying to like, you know, figure out what's going on. And he was like, that moment specifically really stuck with him, and that's where the initial inspiration for this came from.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I don't remember that. It's been a while since I've seen Edge of Tomorrow.
We should do that.
I mean, I remember there being a barn at some point, but and they actually name check Edge of Tomorrow in this movie, which was also nice. Another thing that the movie did that I love is people didn't fight him or her. Well, I guess she's the only one that really came out. Like, she told his friend, was it Hank or Henry? She told his friend Henry, and Henry was just along for the ride.
I think he was still thinking it was sort of theoretical at that point.
But he entertained the conversation.
Yeah, he also, Mark tells Henry a handful of times about like what's going on, and he just lets it keep happening.
I kind of like that Henry was just like a stone in the river. Like, he just was always in that one spot.
Playing War Fight. Which is
punch.
A hilarious video game name. It is very face punchy. Yeah.
But yeah, it also mercifully contained. It's like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And it feels like more in a good way. Like the bang for your buck kind of way.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of story. Because the whole first chunk of it, I was sort of like, where's his dad and sister? That feels like a weird misuse of these characters. And then sure enough, I mean, we don't get a lot with them.
No, but enough. We get enough.
And
she's a good sister.
I really liked.
Very in the vein of like the sister in Love, Simon, and the sister in 500 Days of Summer, where she just is like, she's there and she has like 3 nuggets of wisdom, and she's like, like punches you in the face with it.
No, I loved her calling him the fuck out. I mean, like, because I was like, oh yeah, I guess he is pretty self-centered.
That was one of the things in the afterword that I liked a lot, where Lev Grossman was like, he basically based it on his hometown and everything too. And he was like, I was a self-centered teenager, like in this type of thing, not in like a time loop, obviously, but he was like, I remember being just like Mark, and it's just, you know, you have this moment, sort of opens your eyes to the other people in your life, and, you know, hopefully it comes sooner than later. But it was really, I also liked how personal it was to Lev Grossman, because I could feel the heart in it. I liked it. I really liked it.
It captured something that I long for. It's like, and me aging is going to be a pill for you. But
we'll see how successful we get, and then I might just peace out.
I like to think I'll do it. I will manage to do it gracefully. It might just take a little bit of kicking and screaming at first, but I just sort of like pine for this period, like that 17, 18, 19, where you're actually just sort of discovering the world, and something about being in the time loop, because there's no consequences. He can climb on roofs and jump in the back of cars, and he can like do all this stuff. I mean, even them just buying the plane tickets and getting on the plane, it's like, there's just something about like the endless possibilities that was so amazing. And I also loved their debate about whether it was good or bad to be in a loop, because it reminds me of our ongoing debate about immortality, where you think it's just amazing, and I'm like, I think it would be cool to a point, but I want an out. Like, I need a ripcord. You know what I mean?
So
like,
many of the things have an out.
You would be content to live forever. And
probably to a point, in which case I would just, you know, go out in the sunshine, because we're
not vampires, we're immortals in this scenario.
Well, okay. Well, because we were trying, because the old guard, is that what you're, because of the old guard? Well, there is an out in the old guard,
I'm just saying, you only consider the positives, and you never.
I just feel like for a couple of centuries, it would be mostly positive. That would be amazing.
Okay, Margaret.
You can see all of the things, all of the cool things.
That would drive me nuts because I would want to make something and having it disintegrate every night at midnight.
Oh,
I
yes,
would
this.
slit my
This
wrists.
is terrible.
Like,
because I didn't really realize when they were like, I guess we're into spoilers, when they started drawing the map.
starting now.
Yeah. When they started actually, in the thing they do it together, but like, she has a line where she basically is like, you must have started this as soon as you woke up because he has to redraw it every day. And I was like, oh yeah, that blows. Like it won't stay in your phone. It won't stay in like anything. So I was like, that definitely sucks not being able to like keep anything tangibly because then he had to memorize her phone number too. And I was like, oh God, I haven't memorized a phone number in years.
That would be relatively easy, but, because I thought I like aha'd the movie when he built her like the space camp thing, but they even explained that away with him bribing the art department.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of like little tiny perfect details in it that I was like, they thought of a lot of things that I was thinking of roundabout when I was thinking of, and I cannot remember the one that I brought this point up to say, but his art, I liked, his art looked real.
Oh,
It had a style, like it wasn't perfect.
It was
It had a
sketchy,
style.
yeah.
I would venture to say maybe he did it.
Maybe.
But no, it was consistent and it had a style and it wasn't like comically good.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it was sort of implied that he started getting better in the loop because he was like practicing more. Yeah. I just also let your kids go to art school. I get that there was an explanation in the movie, but
once I agreed until we got the explanation, and then I sort of was like, okay, but also, I mean, you gotta let them.
Also, just not for nothing, but like all college is expensive. It doesn't matter that it's art school necessarily.
Also, there's cheap art school. Like, I mean, there's ways around it. This isn't an all or nothing scenario. But because I saw Will's review, I just assumed she was dying.
So I didn't realize what a spoiler John Green, just the name John Green is, because
did you post something?
It just didn't occur to me that would have been what flagged you for it. And I was like, oh yeah, no, there just is like just dead people.
John Green means dead teenagers.
Littered all over his works.
No, I just assumed she was dying, but I also preferred that because she wasn't.
Yeah.
And there was a part of me where I was like, oh God, does she have like some like abusive, brute boyfriend or something? And luckily that wasn't it either.
Yeah.
And what it was ended up being easier on the audience, easier on me and the audience than I was anticipating. That could have been way more wrought.
Yeah.
And probably aided by Georgia Fox.
Yeah.
Always great.
Always great.
Always great.
It's like weird to see
Played her mother
in this, but yeah, no.
Her mother's dying of cancer. If you're just watching us, that's the like mystery.
Yeah. But so the thing
that's why she doesn't want the data in.
Yeah. The thing that I liked so much about that is that somehow Margaret is like magic. Or not even magic, but just she has enough in her that she literally was like, tomorrow can't come. And then it didn't.
That's the Lev Grossman, because I went back and watched the pool scene again because I thought maybe I missed something.
Yeah.
Because the scene when they're in the pharmacy, like the drugstore, she literally like calls out the universe. Mm-hmm. She was like, I've been looking for you. If you're so great, you come find me. Mm-hmm. And it did.
Yeah.
And the implications of that and the way it is such a talent. It is such a tango to introduce something magical or scientific without the actual explanation and not have it feel cheap.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was blown away by that element, and that is so The Magicians.
That
we were given both magic and science in this.
Yeah.
But just enough to satiate the question without confusing or muddying the waters further.
No, I loved it.
That's wild.
It's one of the things I always liked best about The Magicians, that it was like, there always was an explanation, but sometimes it just was like Jane Chatwin's bored, you know? And it's sort of what, like, I do love that she just was like, the time cannot
She willed
move.
the fourth dimension.
She just literally willed it to happen. And that's a different take on the like Groundhog
The Manic
Day
Pixie
thing.
Dream Girl.
Well, that, but it's also it's a different take on the like time loop thing than we've seen before. Like nobody else has willed it to happen. It's always been an outside force, and the fact that she was like, "It's me."
I also love his epiphany that he wasn't the hero.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we stan gentle king. I don't know. Like,
Modest.
No, I don't know. It very magicians as well.
Yeah.
He
He did have shades of Quentin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shades of Quentin Coldwater.
Here's my biography.
Shades of Quentin Coldwater. Yeah,
Just the chapter in the.
Yeah, I definitely agree. There's also there was something in the book or the story that I liked a lot too, where it's during the pool scene and she basically is like, as soon as I saw you, I knew that you were here for me to fall in love with so that this would end. And she was like, she knew what she did, and then she knew, because the in that case the theory is that she was in the loop before him.
Mm-hmm.
And then she found him one day. They just didn't cross paths. And then they found each other that one day at the pool. And she was like, as soon as I saw you and knew you were in it with me, I knew that it was gonna end. This was what was gonna make it end. And I
in that regard, I think it's almost a little bit better than it's honestly different than Palm Springs, considering how similar it is.
Yeah,
it's different.
It's a whole different story.
Like tonally different.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thematically, it's the same, but
this is honestly a lot more melancholy.
I really liked this. I really liked this. The more that I think about it,
yeah.
You didn't make it.
No, but I'm just like, because I really liked it, and I thought I was going to be having to convince you too.
Oh no,
because I knew Will didn't like it. So I'm glad that you. I know I didn't make it. I couldn't think up something like this. Why do you think I'm doing this?
I mean, I could, and I'm doing this.
Well. You already
Buy
did.
Fairy Tale on Amazon.com. Because they said that in the movie where he was like, or she was like, next thing you know, you're 80 years old and you never wrote your book. And I was like, it had so much. Like it was just, it was like dye scattered and they all just landed like in a perfect pattern. And I had two sort of things. I kind of wish Henry did get off the couch. I wish he did something active at one point. And I also wanted Phoebe to come back, the Asian girl.
Oh, yeah. She was fun.
Well, they established her hard as a character, and then she's gone from the movie.
I did love the
we even see her walking to the pool later.
Yeah,
but
I did love the montage of like him trying to get the like the beach ball thing right, and the one where like she goes in, he like just misses her and she goes in the pool, and the one where like he gets there too late and he goes in the pool with her, and then when he
that was my favorite, when they both just sort of
but my favorite was when he grabbed her hand too early and then he gets hit and he's just holding her hand and she's like I liked that a lot,
because I thought, and then the other thing I thought was maybe that him and Margaret weren't meant to be. I thought maybe he was meant to be with Phoebe, and so I thought that was maybe what Margaret was going to do, was help them get together.
Oh, okay.
Which is a valid ending. Sure, it would have been a different thing, but no, I actually, like, the more I think about it, I loved everything about it. When the rain, oh my god.
Oh god.
Finally rained.
Yeah, really good.
Because you hear the thunder and the lightning every night at midnight, but when it finally rained on them, and that was good rain.
Yeah.
That was running in the rain.
I also really liked the effect every midnight where it was like kind of swoopy. Yeah, I liked that a lot. I liked the whole thing. It was cute and I liked
charming,
it.
And in case you're wondering, because I keep getting distracted.
Oh, are you just looking at this boy? Open a new page.
You were looking at the boys again, weren't you? Did you have anything else you wanted to say, or?
Lev Grossman is the man who almost gets pooped on by the bird.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh, that was what I imagined.
That was it. Oh, you never looked him up?
No.
Oh yeah, no, he is. We love you. You're nerdy. You're nerdy.
I imagine Jason Ralph, I suppose.
No.
What a weird. I love. Now you got me scared that he's watching this. I love you, Lev Grossman. I love you so much. Take that back. Undo that.
It's like when you called David Boreanaz kind of doughy in the first season of Buffy, and you got so nervous.
I don't know what I meant. I guess I meant he's not like toned.
Yeah, I got what you meant. regardless,
Why did you bring that up?
we're more popular now, so more people will hear it.
I don't know. I just think that like Angel was a little doughy.
Just like, I was gonna say something else that he said in the afterword, but now I forgot what it was because that was too funny.
Lev Grossman got pooped on by a bird.
No, he almost got pooped on by a bird, but now I remember. He talked about visiting set while they were filming because he obviously had to shoot that scene a couple times, but then he also said the first day on set was when Kyle Allen was he had to throw the water bottle into the door to keep it open.
You practiced that? Yeah, like a million times.
And he was like, and he's a great actor, and I liked him a lot, and he was so good as Mark, but he had to do that like 57 times, and it was really boring. It was very funny.
So yeah, it's on Amazon Prime. It's free.
Mm-hmm.
Do yourself a favor.
Yeah. It's free or $90 for the year.
You'll get free delivery.
You will. It's handy.
And you won't be exploiting any workers in the process. The people who walked away from Omelas.
Yeah.
I am fine. I'm staying.
We have to do something.
Buckling in and
we have to allow ourselves something. What?
I was just thinking.
Oh, I'm just making a face. I thought something happened to your computer. I thought something happened to the boys.
Mad world.
We obviously recommend The Map of Tiny Perfect Things.
Pretty things.
On Amazon Prime. Check it out. Very fun. Good time. When you're done, you can follow us on Twitter @SoI'mWatching or Instagram @SoI'mWatchingThisShow. You can also follow along on our website, soimwatching.com, which links out to everything, including the YouTube, so you can look at our faces while we talk about this stuff. And you can rate, review, and subscribe on iTunes or YouTube or wherever you listen to podcasts. And that's it for us. Bye.